Jennifer Aniston and Brad Pitt were once the golden couple of Hollywood. Their romance seemed like a fairy tale, captivating fans worldwide. However, their highly publicized split shook the world, breaking hearts alongside their own. Even after 19 years, people still talk about it. Why? Because it wasn't just a breakup, it was a cultural moment. In a rare and emotional confession, Jennifer Aniston has opened up about her feelings surrounding the divorce, speaking candidly about the pain, the growth, and how she has finally found peace after all these years. While their love story may have ended, the emotions and memories linger. As we revisit their relationship history, Aniston's heartfelt reflections offer deeper insights into their iconic breakup. Jennifer Aniston and Brad Pitt's love story began in 1994, a true Hollywood moment, when they were introduced by their managers, who were friends. Both were young stars on the rise. In an interview with Rolling Stone, Aniston revealed her first impression of Pitt as just this sweet guy from Missouri. Little did she know that this meeting would lead to one of Hollywood's most talked about romances. At the time, both were in relationships. Aniston was dating her friend's co-star Tate Donovan, while Pitt was in a high-profile relationship with actress and Goop founder Gwyneth Paltrow, whom he even called the love of his life and proposed to in 1996. Meanwhile, Aniston's relationship with Donovan ended in 1994, making their final episodes together on Friends awkward and painful. Donovan later admitted he was sort of dying inside while working with her. Though their initial meeting didn't spark a romance, the seeds were planted for what would later become a famous relationship. Timing, however, wasn't on their side, yet destiny had other plans. In 1998, after breaking up with their respective partners, Aniston and Pitt finally went on their first official date, set up by their managers. Reflecting on that evening, Aniston told Diane Sawyer in an interview that they both knew it was something special from the very first date. "Yeah, we both knew. It was weird. That was a really easy evening. That was really fun," she recalled. Things moved quickly after that, despite being constantly followed by paparazzi. Aniston shared that they bonded over normal things, like their shared love of music, especially Radiohead. Beneath the public pressure, their relationship felt refreshingly simple. The couple made their public debut at the 1999 Emmy Awards, a defining moment in pop culture. Rumors about their romance had been circulating for months, but when Pitt appeared with his signature sunglasses and scruffy facial hair, walking hand in hand with Aniston, the media frenzy exploded. Though Aniston didn't win the Emmy for her role as Rachel Green that year, her appearance with Pitt made headlines for weeks. Their seemingly perfect relationship culminated in an engagement later that year during a Sting concert, where onlookers couldn't help but notice Aniston's stunning engagement ring. With the Hollywood spotlight firmly on them, the couple was on top of the world. In 2000, Jennifer Aniston and Brad Pitt tied the knot in a lavish wedding in Malibu, attended by around 200 guests. The ceremony had a Zen garden theme, as requested by Pitt, and included imported brown sugar candles specially chosen by Aniston. Despite some hiccups, such as Pitt's brother Doug accidentally dropping the wedding ring during the ceremony, the day was beautiful. Aniston and Pitt exchanged heartfelt vows, with Aniston promising to always make Pitt his favorite banana milkshake and Pitt joking about compromising on the thermostat settings. Aniston later shared in an interview with Rolling Stone that her friends, initially skeptical of Pitt, were quickly won over, describing him as someone who just disarms you immediately. For the next couple of years, their life seemed blissful. However, cracks began to appear in 2003. In an interview with W magazine, Aniston was asked if Pitt was the love of her life, to which she responded, "Is he the love of my life? I think you're always sort of wondering. I mean, I don't know. He's certainly a big love in my life." Her honest yet uncertain answer hinted that all might not be as perfect as it seemed. Still, in 2004, Aniston expressed her desire to start a family with Pitt, saying she looked forward to slowing down and embracing motherhood. Yet, unforeseen events were about to change everything. By 2004, Aniston was preparing to wrap up her role as Rachel Green on Friends, and was eager to focus on her personal life with Pitt. Meanwhile, Pitt was filming Mr. and Mrs. Smith alongside Angelina Jolie. Aniston, hopeful about spending more time with her husband and starting a new chapter, didn't foresee how these events would ultimately reshape their lives forever. While working on Ocean's 12, Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie reportedly developed a strong bond. Jennifer Aniston, Pitt's wife at the time, had expressed excitement about traveling with him during the shoot. However, 2004 marked not just the end of Friends, but also the beginning of the end of her marriage. Rumors of an affair between Pitt and Jolie began circulating, making headlines in tabloids like Star and US Weekly. Though no confirmation had been made, the media buzzed with speculation. Jolie later revealed in an interview with Vogue via People that she and Pitt had formed a strong connection while working together. She described their relationship as a strange friendship and partnership and shared that she looked forward to seeing him on set every day. Their growing bond became undeniable, and as they worked on intense scenes in their film, it became clear that something deeper was developing. For Aniston, who had envisioned starting the next chapter of her life with her husband, this was devastating. What had begun as a professional relationship between Pitt and Jolie appeared to be transforming into something more personal. By January 2005, the speculation about Pitt and Jolie's relationship had taken a toll. Jennifer Aniston and Brad Pitt announced their separation in a joint statement to People. They emphasized that their decision had been made thoughtfully and urged the public not to believe tabloid rumors. Despite their efforts to maintain respect and privacy, the gossip persisted. In March 2005, Aniston filed for divorce, citing irreconcilable differences. Pitt consistently denied allegations of infidelity, stating years later in an interview with Marie Claire that there was no dastardly affair, and that he and Aniston had already separated while filming Mr. and Mrs. Smith. However, public perception was difficult to change. Aniston acknowledged the hurt and difficulty of the situation in an interview with Vanity Fair, openly expressing the pain she experienced. Adding to her distress was a 60-page W magazine spread titled Domestic Bliss, featuring Pitt and Jolie as a happy family. The concept, reportedly Pitt's idea, deeply upset Aniston and her friends. She described feeling anger, hurt, and embarrassment and famously remarked that Pitt seemed to be missing a sensitivity chip. During this challenging time, she leaned on therapy and her support system, candidly admitting to feelings of loneliness and confusion but also demonstrating resilience. In 2006, Aniston faced another personal loss when her longtime therapist passed away. Having relied heavily on therapy during her separation from Pitt, this was a significant blow. Reflecting on her relationship with Pitt, Aniston described it as intense, beautiful, and complicated. Despite the heartbreak, she held no regrets about their time together. For nearly a decade after their divorce, Aniston and Pitt appeared to have moved on with their lives, finding new partners and building new chapters. However, in 2017, their paths crossed again following Pitt's divorce from Angelina Jolie. The once sensationalized couple reconnected, with Pitt reportedly reaching out to Aniston during a difficult time in her life. After Aniston's mother passed away in May 2016, Pitt made the first move to reconnect, expressing his condolences and offering support. According to US Weekly, Pitt reached out because he knew how challenging the moment was for her. Touched by his gesture, Aniston engaged in a long-overdue conversation with Pitt about their past. A source shared that Pitt took responsibility for his mistakes, apologized, and used the opportunity to mend old wounds. This marked the beginning of a closer friendship between the two, one that was reportedly more supportive and caring than during their marriage. Aniston's relationship with her mother had been complex and strained, which she opened up about while promoting her Netflix film Dumplin' in 2018. Her mother, a former model, had high expectations and focused heavily on appearances, which had put a strain on their bond. Losing her mother was particularly painful, and Pitt's support during that time left a lasting impression. The two began exchanging texts, reminiscing, and offering mutual support. According to reports, Pitt confided in Aniston about his struggles with his divorce from Jolie, and their connection grew stronger. Both Aniston and Pitt were navigating high-profile divorces during this period, dealing with the emotional and public challenges that came with them. Their renewed bond appeared to provide solace as they faced personal hardships and moved forward with their lives. In 2019, it was reported that Brad Pitt and Jennifer Aniston grew closer as they leaned on each other during tough times. Their reconnection deepened following Brad's divorce from Angelina Jolie. The exes, who had exchanged emails over the years for birthdays and special occasions, began strengthening their bond through long phone calls and private meetups. Though they kept their renewed connection under the radar, they worked on mending their past. Pitt and Aniston's split was one of the most talked about divorces in Hollywood, particularly due to the timing of Pitt's relationship with Jolie. For years, Pitt faced criticism for how things ended with Aniston. Over time, he gained clarity about his role in the breakup, and by 2019, he had reached out to Aniston to apologize. According to US Weekly, Pitt expressed regret for the way their marriage ended, admitting he wished he had been more thoughtful. He acknowledged being an absentee husband at times, distracted by work and other pressures. In another report from In Touch Weekly, it was revealed that Pitt had a deeply intimate conversation with Aniston, during which he apologized for leaving her for Angelina Jolie. Taking full responsibility for his actions, Pitt admitted to how deeply he had hurt her. Aniston, known for her resilience, accepted his apology and forgave him for the mistakes of the past. For her, moving on was essential. Despite their marriage not working out, Aniston never held a grudge. In a 2018 interview with Elle, she reflected on her marriages, stating, "They've been very successful in my personal opinion." She emphasized that ending a relationship doesn't signify failure but rather a choice to prioritize happiness. For Aniston, leaving an arrangement that no longer worked was vital for her well-being. Her perspective on marriage has always been one of empowerment, refusing to let societal expectations dictate her happiness. In a 2014 interview with Allure, she spoke against the pressure women face to start a family, saying, "I don't like the pressure that people put on me, that you failed yourself as a female because you haven't procreated." Aniston has continued living life on her terms, which includes maintaining a friendship with Pitt despite their complicated history. Aniston's 50th birthday in February 2019 marked a special moment in her life. After 2 marriages, including her high-profile split from Pitt, she was in a good place, prioritizing happiness above all. Her milestone celebration at the Sunset Tower Hotel in Los Angeles was attended by many notable guests, including Katy Perry, Reese Witherspoon, and Gwyneth Paltrow. However, it was Pitt's appearance that stole the spotlight. According to US Weekly, Aniston had debated inviting him, but in the end, she was glad he attended. The two reportedly hugged and chatted briefly during the party, although Aniston focused on ensuring her other guests had a great time. Despite the media frenzy, sources emphasized that their relationship remained purely platonic. Later that year, Pitt also attended Aniston's Christmas party, fueling ongoing speculation about their relationship. The buzz around their connection intensified at the 2020 Golden Globes and SAG Awards. At the Golden Globes, Pitt won his first award since 1996, and on the red carpet, he referred to Aniston as a good friend. During his acceptance speech, Aniston was seen looking emotional, sparking fan speculation about their relationship. The rumors escalated at the SAG Awards a few weeks later. This time, it was Aniston's turn to win, taking home her first SAG award since 1996. Pitt was seen backstage, beaming with pride and reportedly saying, "Oh, wow," as she accepted her award. The two later shared a public photo together for the first time in over a decade, smiling and appearing happy to reconnect. Naturally, this fueled rumors of a romantic rekindling, but sources close to both insisted their bond was rooted in a deep friendship. As one insider told People, they are friends and happy for each other. They want nothing but happiness for each other. For fans, the hope of Pitt and Aniston rekindling their romance remains strong. In April 2020, an Australian tabloid claimed they were officially back together, sparking excitement. However, their focus has always been on cherishing the friendship they rebuilt, rather than revisiting the past romantically. Reports suggest that some narratives surrounding Brad Pitt and Jennifer Aniston might not be accurate. According to US Weekly, both Pitt and Aniston find the public's obsession with their past relationship amusing. A source close to the pair noted that they think it's hysterical how fans are so fixated on the idea of them reuniting. At the time, Aniston was reportedly single, while Pitt had started dating 27-year-old model Nicole Pochoralski. This relationship drew attention due to Pochoralski's marriage to German restaurateur Roland Mary, who is significantly older and shares a child with her. However, as Pochoralski and Mary were in an open marriage, Pitt's involvement wasn't as controversial as it might seem. Despite media speculation, Pitt and Aniston appeared to maintain a friendship. Entertainment Tonight reported that Pitt attended Aniston's 50th birthday to support her, chatting with friends before leaving without any romantic gestures. While fans continued to hope for a reconciliation, it seemed unlikely that romance was on the horizon. In September 2020, Pitt and Aniston reunited on screen for the first time since their divorce during a virtual table read of the classic 1982 film, Fast Times at Ridgemont High. This event, organized to raise funds for Sean Penn's non-profit corps, featured Pitt and Aniston playing characters involved in a flirty scene. Pitt's character had a fantasy about Aniston's character, leading to a light-hearted and funny exchange. Their co-stars, including Julia Roberts, Matthew McConaughey, and Sean Penn, found the moment amusing. Despite the playful interaction, it was clear that Pitt and Aniston were enjoying themselves without any awkwardness. Aniston later confirmed during a 2021 interview on The Howard Stern Show that she and Pitt were just friends, adding, "Brad and I are buddies. We're friends. We speak, and there's no hardness at all." The table read demonstrated how far they had come since their split, with their dynamic showing no hard feelings. Jennifer Aniston has been candid about her personal journey following her split from Brad Pitt. During an appearance on The Ellen DeGeneres Show in May 2022, she shared that her divorce marked a turning point in her life. The end of her marriage coincided with the conclusion of Friends, pushing her into a new chapter. "I got a divorce and went into therapy," Aniston revealed, explaining that this phase was about healing from her marriage and rediscovering herself after a decade-long run on one of television's most successful shows. To embrace the transition, she starred in The Breakup, a film that mirrored her own life changes. "I just kind of leaned into the end," she said, adding that it gave her a chance to start fresh. Over the years, Aniston has maintained that she doesn't view her marriages as failures. In an interview with Vanity Fair, she reflected, "My marriages, they've been very successful in my personal opinion." For her, leaving a relationship that no longer brought happiness was the right choice, saying, "We chose to be happy, and sometimes happiness didn't exist within that arrangement anymore." For Aniston, her split from Pitt marked the beginning of a new chapter where she found strength and clarity. In November 2022, Jennifer Aniston addressed painful pregnancy rumors that had followed her for years. After her split from Pitt, tabloids frequently suggested that she prioritized her career over having children, painting her as selfish and insinuating that this was the reason for her divorce. In an interview with Allure, Aniston revealed her struggles with infertility, sharing that she had actively tried to get pregnant. "I was trying to get pregnant. It was a challenging road," she said, describing how difficult it was to endure media speculation during such a personal struggle. Aniston explained that she tried everything, from IVF to drinking Chinese teas, but nothing worked. She expressed regret, saying, "I would have given anything if someone had said to me, 'Freeze your eggs. Do yourself a favor.'" Aniston emphasized that the rumors about her prioritizing her career over having children and causing the breakup were absolute lies. Her revelation shed light on how deeply the narratives had hurt her and clarified that her divorce had nothing to do with children. In August 2023, Michael Rapaport offered a glimpse into Jennifer Aniston and Brad Pitt's 2000 wedding during an appearance on Watch What Happens Live with Andy Cohen star. Rapaport revealed fun details about the lavish event, including a wall of caviar that he couldn't resist indulging in, joking, "I was shoveling it down." He also mentioned that singer Billy Preston performed at the wedding, adding to the star-studded atmosphere. Rapaport's description highlighted the extravagance of the celebration, which was attended by some of Hollywood's biggest names. These little glimpses into their wedding brought fans back to a time when Jennifer Aniston and Brad Pitt were the golden couple of Hollywood. Though their marriage ended years ago, details like these remind us of the love and excitement that once surrounded their relationship. After her relationship with Pitt, Jennifer Aniston embarked on a new chapter in 2011 by entering a relationship with actor and director Justin Theroux. The couple quickly took their relationship to the next level, purchasing a $22 million home together in Bel Air. Just a year later, they got engaged in August 2012, and by 2015, they were married in a private ceremony at their estate. However, their relationship eventually ran its course, and the couple separated in 2017. As of 2024, Aniston's current relationship status remains unknown, as she continues to keep her personal life private. Brad Pitt, on the other hand, is now dating Insta Ramon. The couple made their red carpet debut at the Venice Film Festival in 2024 and have been quietly enjoying their relationship away from the spotlight. Insta Ramon, vice president of luxury jeweler Anita Ko, has been spotted with Pitt at several events, sparking public interest while keeping most details about their relationship minimal. Although the romantic chapter between Brad Pitt and Jennifer Aniston has long ended, their friendship has grown stronger over the years. Both have openly expressed their respect for one another, and Aniston has spoken fondly about how their relationship has evolved. She once referred to Pitt as her buddy, showcasing how they have transitioned from being Hollywood's golden couple to longtime friends. While their bond is no longer romantic, the mutual respect and affection they share remain evident, continuing to captivate and inspire their fans. What do you think about Jennifer Aniston and Brad Pitt's ability to maintain such a close friendship after all they've been through? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more fascinating stories.